Assalamu alaikum students. Today our topic is related to electric motor. What is first electric motor? Electric motor is a device. It is a device which converts what? Converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. Mechanical energy. So it is the device which converts electrical energy into the mechanical energy. It is used in so many devices, like you are having the electrical fan, where we are going to use, we are using in refrigerators, we are using in drills, we are using in so many instruments. And actually, we are dealing with here the DC electric motor. So now this electric motor, as it works, so it must have some principle. So device which converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. And secondly, we should be aware of it is what principle. What is its principle? It works on the principle that when a current carrying conductor is that current carrying conductor placed perpendicular to magnetic field experiences a force. So according to principle, we have already read that when a current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, it experiences force, and that force was actually B I L sine of theta. That is the F, where B is the magnetic field, I is the current, L is the length of conductor, and theta is the angle between B and L. But as the conductor is placed perpendicularly, then theta is 90 and sine of 90 is that is the maximum force when the angle is 90. That is why it according to this very principle, according to the principle which is applied for a motor, that is whenever a current carrying conductor placed perpendicular to magnetic field. Why perpendicular? Because when the conductor is placed perpendicular, it experiences a maximum force. That is why the word here has been used as perpendicular. You have to remember, whenever the conductor is placed perpendicularly, it experiences a maximum force. When the conductor is placed perpendicular to magnetic field, it experiences a force. Now, after having its principle and the definition of electric motor, we will have now construction. We will have the terms related to construction. Construction. What comes in the construction? The first point that comes out to be the armature coil. Armature coil. What is armature coil? Armature coil consists of, as here I have shown, A, B, C, D. It is an armature coil. It consists of a single loop of insulated copper wire in the form of what? In the form of a rectangle. So ABCD is the armature coil, insulated copper wire. Or sometimes you can have 2, 3, 4, 5 coils. They are one upon the another, one upon the other, and they form what? They form what? Armature coil. So armature coil is simply the insulated copper wire in the form of a rectangle, or you can say the square. So this is here the armature coil ABCD. It can have many more terms. We can have as minimum one turn, or we can have maximum so many turns, one upon the another, one upon the another, and this forms what? Armature coil as ABCD shown in the figure. That is the armature coil. Then the second thing there, what we are having simply the magnetic field, strong magnetic field, strong magnetic field. So we have placed this very armature coil in such a way between two poles of a magnet, such that it is going to move freely. Once it is going to move, it should not get stuck. So it is going to move freely, and the magnetic field provided by this very magnet, it will be a strong magnet, because once the magnet will be strong, then more and more force will be applied on the conductor. Thirdly, there we are having here as R1 and R2. What are actually these R1 and R2? The third part of this very construction that comes out to be the supplet ring, or it is also called as commutator. It is very much important. Supplet, there is a gap between, as we are going to complete, it will form a complete ring, but it is a supplet ring. There it has been cut down here. So it is very important, this very supplet ring. Its two ends are connected, as these very supplet ring, its two ends are connected to the two ends of the armature coil, and this supplet ring is going to move along with the coil. As the coil rotates, so is the supplet ring, it is going to also rotate. Then we are having their brushes B1 and B2. Here it were R1 and the brushes are fixed, they are made up of carbon, they can conduct electricity, so they are at their respective positions. The brushes are not going to move along with the supplet ring R1 and R2, but the supplet ring is moving along with the armature coil. Simple. An armature coil, a strong magnetic field. Armature coil is made up of insulated copper wire, which will be having a large number of turns. They are wound on a soft iron core, and those are placed in a magnetic field, a strong magnetic field. The ends of this very armature coil are connected to the commutator R1 and R2, which are connected to the brushes B1 and B2. The brushes B1 and B2 are fixed at their position, and then we are having what? The battery, which is going to provide what? Current in the circuit. So this is the fifth one. Here we will see that is the battery. So the current goes like this in this very direction, then enters the brush, then enters the split ring, and then the current moves like this. And because of the motion of the current in presence, because the current is moving and there is magnetic field, then there will be force exerted on this very loop, this very side AB, BC, CD, as well as DA, and which will give us the working of the conductor. That we'll discuss in the next lecture.